Yes.
Um, this pastime that you've read in the Bhagavatam, there's a similar subject that ties into that, and that's kind of the tension of the two approaches to morality.
Mm-hmm.
And so one approach is called deontology, which is kind of a rigid, like that something is um, moral because it came down through some scriptural edict, and it's just that's what it is, and you have to follow it, and that's what morality is. And then the other side of that is called consequentialism, where you look at the consequences, and you find the tension with the first one you mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
like say somebody is trying to hide from the gang, and they say hide me, and the priest says okay, you can hide in the attic, and then the gang shows up, and they say is I'm looking for this guy, and it's like, well, the not protecting him was more important than not telling lies. So that's like the deontology is like it's a rigid idea, where consequentialism is you're looking at the consequence, but that on alone by itself is it's it's without like a basis, meaning you don't really know what is of any moral dignity, because it's just based on the assumption of what is good versus not having an axiom. So in this story, you have the devotee. God is telling the devotee, do this, and the devotee doesn't do it. God says, kill this guy.
Yeah.
And Arjuna says, no. And God's like, yes.
Correct answer.
So he didn't do what he told him to do.
Yeah.
And he said he was smiling after.
Yeah.
So it's like, and so there's one Swami who gives a talk on this topic, and he says, we start off with a deontological basis. We start off with the understanding of spiritual principles, but they're backed up with spiritual reasoning, with the consequentialism.
Yeah.
That it's not just consequentialism, reasoning without an axiom, without like a basis, and it's not just a rigid sense of moral edicts that don't have any kind of intelligent flexibility.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah.